Hey guys, Geezer Ted. A previous video, I chatted about having lost my business and what it entailed, how it affected me, how it affected my family. My personal experience, losing a business gutted me. It almost wrecked my family. On the other side, there were incredible lessons which I came out, and it's terrible at the time because I don't want people to lecture me or tell me, oh no, this is an experience that you can learn from and all that kind of stuff. It's very difficult to take that kind of advice, but in the end, afterwards, 18 months, 2 years, even 5 years down the line, I can see that the lessons, the tough times that I went through, digging deep, trying to figure out where to go from losing a business to how do I navigate this world again. So I just want to chat about a couple of things. I may have mentioned them before, but there's one thing that I haven't mentioned, and that is my faith. And I think that's a critical component. I want to get something clear here. My faith helped me through a very, very difficult time, but it didn't stop the difficult times. It didn't stop people questioning me, questioning my intentions, questioning my intelligence, questioning my decisions. It didn't stop people looking at me with pity or with disdain. It didn't stop me feeling sorry for myself. It didn't stop me questioning my choices of study years before, the journey that I'd been on. My faith got me through some very difficult times, but there was no path that I could see that this was going to be an easy walk. The path that you're on in a difficult situation, whether you're facing a personal loss or a personal gain, even making millions of bucks, these are challenges that we've never faced before. So if it's a good challenge, a bad challenge, something that adds to your life or takes away, my faith, your faith, is something that you're going to have to come to terms with. And it's not going to be, personally, it wasn't a quick fix. It wasn't a magic wand. It wasn't a microwave faith. It was leaning into principles and coming to terms with the principles of what men and women had gone through before. And part of the challenge was actually navigating that, taking these and my faith. I'm a Christian. I'm a born again Christian. I believe that Jesus died for me and rose again. And so it was a biblical faith. It's a biblical faith on biblical principles. And for the first time, I realized that the men and women who had gone before me, the lessons that I'd learned from the Bible, they had never faced these things before. So there was comfort there. The other thing I want to encourage you guys is, as I mentioned previously, you need to have a solid support network. 1 or 2 guys. If you're married, if you've got a family, you've got to have your wife on board. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare. And thirdly, you've got to have a backup plan. And by a backup plan, I don't mean a plan that you're going to have all the solutions. I mean, if you're going through a difficult time and you're sitting at home depressed, what's your backup plan? Your backup plan is not to start a multi-million-dollar business. Your backup plan is getting off your butt and getting out there. Your backup plan is taking stock of where you are, utilizing the network of your mates, 2 good friends, 3 good friends, men and women that you can trust. Preferably if you're a guy and you're married, you don't want to hang around with a woman because you've got your wife's input and you've got your friend's input. And if you do have a couple of friends, like a couple that you guys can talk to, great, fine. But just be careful trying to get advice individually from the opposite sex. It's going to create an issue. I'll give you an example. I studied an MBA, and it was known as a divorce course because many of the groups that got together, many of the individuals that worked together, you work so closely, so intimately with your group members that you don't spend time with your other half. You spend more time with these other individuals. And many times, I'm not saying all the times, but many times, the individuals would then get together with their team members. And that creates risk. I mean, what are you studying for? What are you starting your business for? You're starting your business because you have a dream or a desire to follow your dream and desire, but ultimately to reach a successful outcome. And hopefully you want your family to benefit. So you try and stay away from situations where you're going to compromise yourself on your own beliefs and your own integrity. So when you face challenges, when you struggle, and every single guy will struggle. Every single guy will struggle through various phases of his life. And if you haven't struggled, you're going to. And that's okay. Hang on your faith. Have 2 good mates that can advise you. And have a backup plan. That's it from me. Share, comment. I really believe you guys have got some lessons that we can learn from you. So I want to encourage you. I'd appreciate your input. So, till next time.